Hey guys, Mike here. So if you haven't seen this yet, this is really, really cool, and it's here and happening right now. 3D printed houses are being made out of concrete. And I don't know about you, but I mean, I've been in the concrete business for 40 years. I've seen a lot of new technologies come down the pipeline. But I mean, I've got a lot of questions about it. And I just wanted to bring this to your attention because this could be the next big wave of how houses are going to be made in the future. So if you've got questions, I just want to let you guys know about what's coming down the pipeline here and how you can get your questions answered. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to tell you about that right now. Hold on. Hey guys, Mike here. So I just wanted to let you know what's coming up down the road. The largest virtual event of its kind when it pertains to 3D printed houses is coming up on May 9th and 10th. And this is going to be your ticket to get in there and get all your questions answered. They got industry experts here. So the purpose of the conference, if you take a look right here, and I'll have a link for all this down in the description of the video and on my website, is if you scroll down here, it says 3D printed houses. This is designed to answer all your tactical and strategic questions about how these houses are made. And the speakers are going to share their hands-on experience about all the construction sites they've been on when it comes down to these 3D printed houses. So if you've got questions, if you're looking to get into this market, if you have any type of business that has to do with 3D printing, this is the virtual event you're going to want to be at. They show some of the expert speakers right here. You can scroll down. You can check these guys out. They got more. They're lining up. So this will be the link to get your tickets to get on this thing. Alex right here will be the host. You can check him out. He's on TED Talks a lot. He's been on CNN, Steve Harvey Show, Fox News. But the early bird tickets are $2.99. And then if you want a team, up to 15 people you can bring into this virtual event. It's $14.99. But I've got a little bit better deal. They've given me a little bit better deal than that for you guys watching. So I'll have a link to my website right here where you can go on from this page, and they're going to give you $50 off if you use the discount code Everything About Concrete when you check out. So I'll get you the link to this page down in the description. I've made it very similar. I've explained a few little things here, but if you want to get all your questions answered about 3D printed housing, this will be the virtual event for you guys to be at. All right, thanks guys. So I guess, for me, I'd have a bunch of questions about this, and one of them would be the cost. Obviously, that would be first. Like, what's it cost to build a 1,500 square foot home, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, or 2,000 square foot home? Cost when building houses is always going to be a question about, how much can it be done for? Some of the other questions would be, for me, that I would want answered are, is it faster to build a house this way? And like how much faster, if it is, compared to like a regular traditional stick-built house? How long is it going to take from start to finish? Obviously the whole house isn't concrete, mostly just like the walls, I think. But you still got to have builders come in. They got to put a roof on. You got to have the plumbers. You got to have electricians. How is all that going to play into a 3D printed house like this? I'm sure that, they're already building them like this one right here, so they must have figured all that out. And there must be some hard facts as far as, what these costs are. Another thing is, like, how energy efficient are they compared to regular stick-built houses? Now, that's probably going to be different depending on what part of the country you're in. I live up here in Maine, so we got really cold temperatures for 3 months out of the year. We got really hot temperatures for 3 months out of the year. How is a house like that going to do in this climate versus, let's say, in a climate like Florida or Texas? Are they going to be energy efficient enough to be able to build all over the country or all over the world? And what are the design limitations, or are there any design limitations? I mean, looking at some of these on here, it looks like you can do curves, you can do sharp corners, you can do like triangular type things, all kinds of different types of angles and shapes. So it looks like, as far as designing a house like this, it's kind of endless or limitless. But I guess that would be one of my questions. So And that might be definitely the advantages of one of these over, say, like a stick-built house. Some of the shapes could be a lot easier and less expensive to do versus regular stick-built. It looks like some of these 3D printers are huge. I mean, there must be some type of cost, number one, to get them there, to get them set up, to get them calibrated and all that, to make sure they print everything, level, square, and plumb and true. That's probably quite a process. So that would be kind of interesting to know too. And then I guess another thing, by looking at some of these on here, like, what about the walls? It looks like they're kind of ribbed because they're done in layers. Now, obviously, I guess you could just leave them like that and paint over them, which it looks like some of them have. But what are the other options for the exterior walls? What are some of the options for the interior walls? What if you want to finish them off? I mean, would you want to just leave the interior walls looking like this? Some people might like that, some people not. So what else can you do to smoothen out the walls to make them look finished? How do you trim out the windows and doors? Is that a lot different than like a stick-built home? It looks like there was, you could see some blown in or some spray foam insulation that went down inside this one. So that's kind of cool, I guess. That stuff's probably very energy efficient. But what are some of the questions you guys have? Let me know down in the comments. That would help out. And then Kevin here, the guy that's running that conference, he's maybe he can help answer some of those questions. He'll probably be on one of the speakers at the conference too. He's one of the chief engineers. There's showing a little bit here about the electrical, and I know they're going to show a little bit here about like the plumbing. But like, what if you change your mind and you got to move something up or down or over a little bit? Do you just drill a hole through it? Is that as simple as it is? But these are some of the questions I think that you can definitely get answered at the conference, or maybe doing a little research by yourself on some of these sites I'm going to come up here at the end. But for those of you guys that are really serious about this, I would definitely check out the conference. Get your ticket early because they're going to sell out fast. This is a up and coming technology, and I know I'm really interested in it. I would love to go to a site and see this. Hey guys, so 3 of the bigger players in this space as far as the 3D printing goes and the builders. One right here is Icon, and they're looking to build a community of 100 houses right here with the home builder Lennar. So I'll have a link for these sites down in the description also, so you can check these out. But here's where you can go and figure out if this might be something you're interested in as far as living in one of these houses. I mean, they look really, really cool, and I think it's the wave of the future for a big part of the housing community. So it's time to jump on board and find out a little bit more information about this stuff. And this is one site you can go. The conference will probably be your best bet for getting all your questions answered. But you can do a little bit of homework yourself and a little bit of research yourself if you want to. And so this will be one site you can go to. Icon's already building houses. They did these down in Texas right here. You can check these out, from 900 square feet to 2,000 square feet. And, they've got all kinds of other projects here they've been working on. So this stuff's already happening right now. It's just a matter of, is it something you want to get involved with? Another big player is SQ4D. They're building houses where people are already living in, so they're printing, they're getting the foundation and the walls printed, and then you'll be able to figure out like how the electrical goes in, how the plumbing goes in, how the roof goes on. So you can come here and check that out. And then Mighty Buildings, they'll be actually there at the conference. They'll be one of the speakers. They're already in this space, and they're building 3D printed houses for people to live in. So they got some floor plans here you can check out, and then a gallery of pictures and stuff of what the homes can look like. So again, these are 3 of the bigger players. I'll have links for these down in the description. You can go check these out. So thanks again for watching, guys, and we'll see you on the next one.